Doo-doo-doo. Hey everyone, this is Tyler and Edwin with the first round update. I was not expecting a minute dance party, but that was fun. High five. Yes. Okay, so flashback to last Sunday. As you know, CBS contacted us wanting to do a simulation. And as of Friday, this would have been when the first round games are done. So Edwin and I are going to cap off a brief summary of what happened in the first round games. Edwin, are you ready?
No.
No? Why? You want to keep watching games? Is that why?
No.
Okay, you just want the dance music. Well, let's do it. Let's do the Midwest. Each region we're going to cap off 2 games that we just want to let you know. Either it's a close matchup or it's an upset. Or it's just a fun game to capture, right? No, please don't touch that. That's from Suki and Bobby. Okay, so let's first capture a great upset. Probably the biggest upset of round 1. Hofstra over Kentucky. One of the things that we talk a lot about in the first round is avoid teams that don't have a lot of experience and that are inefficient. Kentucky almost ranked 30th in efficiency, which is extremely high for a 3 seed. They face an experienced Hofstra team that can score a lot of points. That's why I like that 14-3 upset there. Another game to capture is Marcus Howard and the 11 seed Marquette Golden Eagles upset the defending champions Virginia Cavaliers. Anytime that you have a senior point guard who can score like Marcus Howard, it's a great opportunity for an upset. Edwin, I know you're off camera, but do you have any thoughts about the Midwest before we move on? Nope. He's bringing over a prop. Okay, with that said, let's go to the East. There's 2 games that I want to capture here. First of all, West Virginia, Stephen F. Austin. This was a fun first round matchup because these 2 teams squared off in the first round a number of years ago. I think sometime in the last decade. Stephen F. Austin pulled up the upset, and I think they do it again as the 12 seed here. For those that remember, Stephen F. Austin beat Duke earlier in the year. This West Virginia team is very inexperienced this year. A perfect 5-12 upset in the making. The other game that I want to capture, which is a really interesting one, is Illinois taking on East Tennessee State. This is an experienced team. I believe they made the tournament last year. Illinois, I don't think has been in the tournament in a while. And with East Tennessee State, they know how to win. It's a team that's 30-4. This is another upset that I like in the tournament as East Tennessee State as an 11 seed knocks off Illinois. Edwin's still worrying about his prop, so as he's worrying about that, we're going to move on to the West. 2 matchups. The Arizona-Oklahoma is a really fun matchup. I would have a really hard time picking who wins this game. Typically, I try to avoid the inexperienced team, but I think Arizona is so talented that I will move them on as the 8 seed over Oklahoma. Are you being careful? You want to come back on the video? Yeah. Okay. Why don't you come up? The other is Ohio State Liberty. I love my Big Ten teams, but Ohio State, not necessarily a very experienced team, and they lack a point guard, which is another thing that I look for in the tournament, especially the first round. So even though Ohio State measures very well in the efficiency scores, Liberty, I think, pulls off the upset. Very similar reasons why East Tennessee State beats Illinois. It's a team that knows how to win. And then lastly, let's move on to the South. The 2 games that I want to match up here. Oh, you need some help? Okay. Every year we see a team in the play-in game, the first 4 games, pull off not only a win, but also a first-round upset. I think this is where we see it here. I think Richmond beats Indiana. It's a more consistent team. And then also goes on to beat Auburn as the 5 seed. Auburn, a very inefficient team, similar to Kentucky, way overranked based on their efficiency measures. Richmond can score. They have veteran leadership. What's that?
I did.
You did it?
Yeah. I did, baby.
Well, Richmond just pulled off the upset against Auburn. What do you think of that?
I said.
Oh, gotcha. High five. Yes, nice job. The other game to capture here is there's not too much to capture. Cincinnati, I think, pulls off the upset against Penn State. One thing to always avoid is a team that has not been in the tournament in a while and get really high expectations. I think Penn State was a perfect example of that and would have been in the tournament. I think Cincinnati has a great senior point guard in Jaron Cumberland, who would have been great in a game like this. So I think he certainly pulls off the upset. Take a look at the comments. You'll see what or who won all the other games in the first round. Edwin and I will be back with you on Sunday to figure out which teams advance to the Sweet 16. This is my partner, Edwin. Sorry about the cord, buddy. Edwin, any final comments before we go?
Yeah.
Go Badgers!
What's up?
Say go Badgers!
Yes.
Stay tuned with the Edwin and I as we capture who wins the NCAA tournament. As a reminder, trying to provide you some great entertainment. And we made all these picks right when our brackets came out Saturday or on Sunday. So I know there's been some other simulated brackets, but we did all this before them. So give Edwin and I the credit. All right, everyone, take care. Have a good weekend. And let the madness continue.